Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason over here at Signature Esports, and we're live once again for a Friday night feature for you. Midwest Days of Thunder Cup Series, live from iRacing and Kentucky Speedway. The Kentucky 240 is what we are running, and a big special thank you to everybody out there tuning in, fans of the Midwest Days of Thunder Cup Series, and of course, all of us over here at Signature Esports. I am again joined in the broadcast booth by none other than Michael Newbrow.
How's everyone doing out there? I hope everyone's doing great. Ready for an awesome weekend ahead of us, and I'm ready for some burnt rubber smell tonight.
Burnt rubber, helicopter awards, Fred the Flagman, green, green, green. That's what we're looking at. First and foremost, though, qualifying just finished, and now we're going to have the starting order, and that is going to be brought to you by SETV on Roku. Signature Esports TV. Go to your Roku device, click that search button and look up Signature Esports TV, and you will be able to download some of the past broadcasts in there, watch them, and we're uploading more and more each month. Just a little bit slow on it because the servers have been quite full with all the we call it Voldemort for it, but Colin Forrester, the number 9 car, we've seen him up front quite a few times here. He's driving the Napa Know-How Chevy Camaro Z01. He's going to be your pole sitter with Lance Hill starting there on the front row. John Neidick Jr., the number 8, he's going to be there in row number 2, and Adam Aylshire is going to start on the outside. Justin Malarkey, the 73, he's going to be there inside row number 3, and then the number 80 of Pete Van Sprundel. He's going to be right there as well. I got a dog below me. That was weird. Joe Neidick, the 24, is going to be there in row number 4 inside of Travis Eccles in the 72. Brian Kozad, the 87, going to make up row 5 with Austin Bloom, the Oreo cookie machine, the guy I kind of root for, and that's usually my pick. Phil Stainert, he's going to be there inside of Brian Dixon in row number 6. Tabor Mowry, the number 22, is going to be there with AJ Green in row number 7. Stephen Wood, as we move the grid didn't move on me there. Here it is. Stephen Wood is going to be right there in that number 17 machine. He's going to be outside of Phil Stainert. Stephen McComas, Bob Johnson, they're there in row number 9. Corey Wakefield and Michael Pimper out there in row number 10. Dale Duke and Matt Fornes. Blake Bingham. And then, of course, myself. You see myself out there. I'm not really racing, I promise. I'm just here looking nice.
Just doing a little top view visiting. That's all.
That's all we're doing. Midwest Days of Thunder Cup Series. We're gonna have some fun. 120 laps is what we're gonna run. I thought they said 160 laps, but I was wrong. I'm okay with being incorrect. Stephen McComas puts his first prediction, 4 cautions tonight.
4.
That's a good over-under of 1. We could do that.
4. I'm going to go 6.
I'll split the difference and I'll go 5. But now we're green from Fred the Flagman right here at Kentucky Speedway. Loud and proud, high above the stands. There they are, off like a prawn dress. The 9 of Forrester there with the 6 of Hill to the outside. John Neidick on the inside. Aylshire right there as well. Driving the Menards paint scheme this week. See some changes there.
All right, so I know you originally said Bloom, your Oreo cookie is your heaven there. He's your normally go-to. Is that who you taking tonight, Jay?
Well, he's a good driver. A-class rating, almost a 2KI rating. If I were playing the odds, I would play that he's going to be patient and work his way to the front. Forrester's very strong each week. Neidick, of course, first time that we've seen him, I think that's the first time we've seen him that far up front this early on. Usually he's working his way through the field. So, yeah, we're going to dunk some Oreo cookies on. My pick for the race going to be Austin Bloom, the number 3.
I'm going with Adam. I think that's going to be my guaranteed pick week in and week out now. I've stuck with him for the past 4 or 5 weeks now. You know what? I'm just going to continue to ride the crazy horse. it benefited me one week.
Adam Ailshire usually drives Drinking Bros type paint scheme. He's in a Menards paint scheme tonight.
He is. He's throwing me off.
That's okay. His last name is Drinking Bros related, so you can give that to him right there.
There we go.
Brandy Buds out there on Facebook. Should be a good race. Let's go, Buds and Mallory. Chris Buds up one position. The number 13 driving. I really like that paint scheme. It's pretty wicked. Shorter field this week.
Are we gonna have our normal drinking guys out there in the broadcast world?
I don't know. I'm waiting for them to pick up on YouTube. I bet they're out there. Shot for cautions. They did that last week.
Oh man!
I bet they were hammered.
They had to be. Good thing it wasn't like a Bristol race.
I mean, New Hampshire is already a slick track the way it is. Colin Forster has led every lap, and he is putting the moves on Neidig in front of him. John Neidig Jr. trying to apply the pressure, may have to put the bumper to him to get him out of the way if they're not careful. Outside line run for the number 8. He's going to clear the outside. He's going to go side-by-side racing with the number 9. Dives hard to the inside, carries the speed, slipstreams underneath, pushes the 9 up top. The 8's going to carry speed onto the front stretch into the tri-oval. Who's going to be leading at the line might be the number 8. There it is.
That would have been a photo finish. I need a finish like that at the end there, Jason.
That's pretty. That was pretty. Look at him go. Keep chatting it up. Get your watch parties out there on Facebook. Give us a like and follow on all of our platforms, Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Mixer has gone down. They don't exist anymore, but there's a new company trying to pick them up. So that's always exciting. And, of course, and always, just follow us. We love you. We appreciate you. We talk to you. That's what we like to do.
We do. We talk to you. We love you. We communicate with you. This is like a family.
Brian Crocker, I'm not an official member, but I'm drinking. Deal.
Yes. You're already voted into the Drinking Bros Hall of Fame.
Speaking of Drinking Bros, you can go to Drinking Bros on Facebook. Give their fan page a like. They do have some iRacing related stuff and of course, some Drinking Bros relating stuff out there. John Neidig Jr. is going to be your race leader right here, moving back to the top 5. The top 4 all within a second of each other. Neidig, Forrester, Hill, and Ailshire. Van Sprundle looks like he is trying to apply some pressure to the front. He is 2.5 seconds off with Justin Malarkey right there. The number 73, we've seen him do good things. Now, this is all going to come down to pit strategy. At least 3 pit stops in the works for the field. And that's where I think some of the things are going to be figured out when it comes to how the tires are going to wear, how long they're going to be able to stay out. Joe Neidig, relative to where his position is, he's driving that Busch Latte paint scheme in the number 24.
I almost took him too just because of the Busch Latte, but I feel like my boundaries have been set with Adam. I'm going to ride or die with it.
Adam Ailshire running 4th. The driver that I picked to win, just Austin Bloom, the Oreo cookie machine, the number 3. He is right there on the back bumper of the 24, trying to gain that extra time. Fastest lap in the racetrack is going to be ran by the race leader, John Neidig Jr., the number 8. So far, he ran a 29.40. Everybody else just can't compare.
No, he's starting to pull away too, Jason. That's scary.
Last lap for Colin Forster in second. Almost a full 10.5 off of the race leader. So whatever John Neidig Jr. is doing, he is doing it well. He's going to continue to go. And he's got a rookie license, so maybe he only runs league races. We've seen a lot of that here lately.
Yeah, that's definitely possible. I mean, I had a while there. I went for I was running officials. And then I got hooked up with you, Jason, and I haven't seen an official in 6-7 months.
So your I rating is going to be your I rating, no matter how it is. Yeah. 0.6 of a second is the gap between first and second. Let's take a look through your field. Start with the top 20, work your way down. Derek Schimmel up 6 spots. in that 96 Toyota Camry, driving the Miller Lite, Miller Genuine Draft. I'm sorry. Let's not insult the beer. An MGD car in that Toyota. He's running at 20th. Stephen McComas, the number 70, right in front of him, driving the Microsoft paint scheme, right behind the 18th place car of the number 17 of Stephen Wood. Off 2 positions from where he started. Michael Pimpere, the 21, he is running 17th. And he is chasing Bob Johnson 2 positions up from where he started. Phil Steinert and Chris Budd seem to be battling back and forth there relative to where they started. 15th and 14th for Chris Budds. Tabor Mowry, the 22, off 1 position from where he started in 13th. Brian Kozat off 3 positions from where he started. That's going to be the number 87. AJ Green driving our AC Slater, saved by LaBelle paint scheme, the number 7, up 2 positions from where he began in 11th. Brian Dixon there in 10th. Travis Eccles is right there in front of him, driving the Timberwolf Wintergreen long cut paint scheme up into the wall a little bit right there. Gets a little bit loose. He's going to get passed by AJ Green. Brian, and it looks like Eccles is going to fall off pace just a little bit. And he's going to get passed by Brian Kozat. So from 10th to from 9th to 12th now, Brian Dixon. He's up to 9th now. So you got passed by 4 cars there. Joe Neidig, the 24, was passed by Austin Bloom just here recently in 8th. He's off 1 position from where he started. Austin Bloom up 3 positions to 7th. Van Sprundle exactly where he started, but it looks like he's trying to apply some pressure to Adam Aylshire. He was right there, your driver running 5th after Justin Malarkey passed him to number 73.
Man, it is a tight race in like little notches. It's like spread out, and then you got a notch of like 5 drivers, and then spread out, and you got a notch of like 6 drivers. Makes it interesting, though.
Lance Hill in 3rd. He's got some company in the form of Justin Malarkey, who is now caught pretty much to the back bumper. He's just a few tenths of a second off of him right now. And that's what we're talking ticks, and he is ticking away at it. Colin Forrester settling into his number 2 position. John Neidig, 0.7 of a second out in front of him, and that seems to be the stickler. They kind of run at the same lap times back and forth.
So I'm curious here. Who's going to make the first pit? And who's going to try to short pit just to try to get fresh tires to try to get back out there?
And to get off, I think after 25 laps, we might see somebody come to pit road. I think that might be the factor here. Austin Bloom and Van Sprundle, they are side by side racing right here. The number 3 has the 80 to the inside. The 80 he's running an awesome paint scheme. You should see that bad boy. It's all Christmas treed, and you know, there is no Xmas here. It's all Christmas.
We got a Christmas tree? Oh, man, I got to look at it. Oh, that is cool.
Happy 3rd day of Hanukkah to everybody who is out there and is watching. For those who
he's
don't
got
know.
Rudolph on there, too.
Yeah, he does. Adam Aylshire trying to go to the inside. Austin Bloom trying to go to the inside of Adam Aylshire to take away 5th. The 11 off pace, just a little right side damage, it looks like, on that front right quarter panel of the number 11. Might have scraped the wall just a little bit there. And that's the first time I've seen a driver do that. The 3 of Austin Bloom going below the yellow line. Here, you can't go below the yellow line on the front stretch. It's the first time I've seen a driver do it, try to make a pass.
It seems like that's his niche. He gets either below it or right on top of it.
The gap from the leader has shrank. I think Forrester now turning on the gas after saving. Neidig now within reachable distance, 0.3 of a second from 0.7 of a second just a few laps ago. And now we're going to start seeing how this is going to play out. Looks like Neidig is really using that midline groove, and I think and that's where he's pulling away from the Colin Forrester in the 9. But when he uses the low line, like here in 1, that's when Forrester catches up to him. Like Forster has a better front lane run speed or front tri-oval speed, and then it seems like Neidick pulls away in the rest of with the rest of the line. Now that lap was a little bit different. He looked a little bit better there, and it doesn't seem like he's washing up in there, and he's starting to pull away again.
So I really, can I change my number? I wasn't expecting to at least go 24 laps, Jason, and have not seen even one little teeny crack.
You know, that's kind of where it is. Austin Bloom trying to track down Lance Hill. That's the driver I was rooting for. Aylshire a little bit off pace, but I think maybe this is where he's gained in the ground. So still root your driver on. Brian Kozad, Brian Dixon. There's a big group of drivers right here. Joe Neidick trying to hold on to what he has. But the 87 making moves. He's got the 33 of Brian Dixon right behind him. These guys were running 14th and 15th just a little while ago after the start of the race, 25 laps in, and they are really starting to apply the pressure themselves. Kind of taking the 87's paint scheme very, very Red Bullish.
Somebody just got done mowing the grass, Jason.
Uh-oh. Front stretch is where the race leaders are. Tap, tap, tap. Matt Fornes looked like he was there. Here's what happened here. Matt Fornes, the 10 comes off. That was, who was that with him? It was Travis Eccles that was with him. Here's what happened here. These guys were coming around the corner. There's the 10. Oh, the 10. Oh, the 72 came up into the 10 right there, coming into the tri-oval. So the 72 put some wintergreen all over the front of his car, and the 10 was right behind him. Here's a look at is that a 49ers paint scheme? It almost looks like, oh, it's Rainier. Never mind. It looked like a 49ers paint scheme for a moment there. No caution. They get back up to speed. Back to live conditions. Looks like that 72 coming in. He's going to get his fresh tires. Travis Eccles off pit road now. Yeah, I mean, and they've got a fast fix in this league. Fornes coming in as well. He was already a lap down now, and now he's going to go another lap down. Eccles coming off pit road. Race leaders are going to pass him. Race leaders are on lap 27, about to complete lap 28. So as Eccles comes back around with those fresher tires, he's going to have an opportunity to get up to speed. And before probably John Neidick comes to pit road, because he's coming across the stripe now, before he comes to pit road, I bet, he's going to pass him, and then he'll be another. I'd say this is going to work in his favor just a little bit. All right, now Nauser and Froster out there on YouTube. They're finally there, about to start the shot game again.
Boys, I hate to tell you this, but
you
never mind.
You just did it. Stephen Wood involved in that one.
I was just getting ready to say, boys, this is like prohibition. You ain't getting a drink tonight.
Oh man! Oh,
here we go.
Oh. Poor 17. Let's back that up a little bit and watch what happened there. All right, so they were in the corner. It looks like the 17 had a great run coming in there. Let's put it in play. Right there with the 76. 76 crosses. 17's right there. Crossover. The 4 is there. 3 wide. Oh, the 4 comes down, hits the 17. And then the 16 puts the 17 into the wall. 17 had to come up. He's on his brakes. Gets hit by the 20-something, the Kentucky Fried Chicken mobile. It was that's a shame. All right, back to it. So not an opportunity for everybody. So there's your first shot of the day. Yeah, yes, shots. That's what it is. Good Genes, Brian Good Genes Dixon, Travis E. coli Eccles. Ew. Oh man. Stephen Wood's gonna take over the lead. Do believe he might come to pit road on the next one. The 72 out there for a wave around. It's going to be Travis Eccles in the Timberwolf Wintergreen long cut. He is 2 laps off of the pace right now.
Oh man!
I'm sorry, he's a lap down.
Jason, it was a race to get back out there. Our good buddy number 8, his pit crew must have lost the bolts or something, because he went in first and he's coming out 4th in that row.
Man, oh man. Stephen Wood out there. He's going to be the driver that's there. Here, let's look at the exit. I think we can look at where's he at? I was looking for him.
It was a Black Friday store opening up at 5 a.m. They all rushed to that line.
Stephen Wood coming on pit road, so fresh tires coming for him. He's going to be a couple of laps fresher than everybody else. Has to work his way through the field, but that's what it is. Justin Barkley out there. Shots! All right, here's the race off pit road here. We're going to watch along here. There's Austin Bloom. This is everybody leaving pit road. Look at all this. Look at all of them. Man, that was a hot mess.
It was like Black Friday opened up at 5 a.m. to get to that line.
Austin Bloom wins the race off pit road. 2 drivers waiting for a wave around. That's going to put the 72 of Travis Eccles back on the lead lap. Matt Fornes will be still 1 lap down after that contact that put them both into the grass. Of course, Eccles drove himself out of the grass. Fornes kind of went sideways, had to pretty much come to a complete stop to get himself straightened out right there. Colin Grip Hacks Forrester. Terrible. It's terrible out there, Terry. That's terrible. Austin Bloom's going to be your race leader. Lance Hill. Everybody took 4 tires on that. So I'm just seeing Colin Forrester. He had a 16.5 second pit stop right there. Oh, man. I think I can show that. Where's the pit strategy box here? I can show the pit time. Pit stop time. There it is. That was the stint length. I want the pit strategy.
I'm telling you, I think his pit crew lost some lug nuts to the dang on tires.
There was the pit stop time for the top 8, and actually I can change that to your top 10. Let's go. I added some things through SDK Gaming, so let's there it is. 14.8 for Bloom and Hill. There's all those wave around cars needing to be waved around. Hill, and then you got 15.7 for Neidig, 14.9. Forster had a 16.7, 14.6 for Green. Kozat a 15, almost 15s for most of the field, but that 16.7 for Forrester and the number 9 right there, that set him off. Maybe spun his tires a little bit.
I don't know what happened. He got stuck though.
Mm-hmm. Wave arounds, the Lucky Dogs came around. Pace car is going to dive off onto the front stretch, off into the pit box like he's supposed to. Fred the Flagman high above the stands at Kentucky Speedway. We are going to go one more time. Green. There it is.
I hope my buddy Fred got a nice break. He had a heck of a week last week. His arm had to be tired.
Yeah. Not bad. Austin Bloom, the Oreo cookie machine, he's out front.
God, he called it again.
And right below him, he's going to have 3 wide going into turn. It looked like if he didn't get a run there, and the 80 didn't check up the way he did, that was going to be 3 wide going into that corner. But
Oh yeah, they're about to split him.
Van Sprundle was right there on the inside and then checks up. But now the 8 of John Neidig, he was up front. He restarted 5th and is right there. He's got a lot of drivers to his inside. The 73 of Malarkey was really coming on that last run. He had worked himself from 15th after that first start, after losing some ground. He had worked himself inside the top 10. And now he is right there after some green flag, or after the pit stops on that caution. I mean, he's now applying some pressure, and so is good old number 7 of AJ Green.
Yo, Cookie Machine here. He's pulling away though.
He is off like a prom dress, ready to dunk it into a hoop, Oreo cookie style. He's being chased by a wiener. Lance Hill, the number 6, Oscar Mayer machine. Actually, it could be baloney, but it says bacon. He's got Oscar Mayer bacon. He's been chased by some bacon.
Yeah, he really sent it into that corner, though. He said, look, I got the Oscar Mayer wiener car. I'm drilling this thing in here.
We can't see Mauser's messages. That's terrible. Austin Bloom and Lance Hill. Vance Sprundle, a good 3rd place. He is jingling all the way into turn number 1, trying to catch up to the race leaders. 1.4 seconds off. The 73 of Malarkey right there as well. Man, they're running paint schemes I can make innuendos with. It's awesome.
I think the Christmas tree should win just based on it being a Christmas tree.
You know, I can agree.
I wish I'd have seen that beforehand. I would, as much as I love Adam, I would have taken a Christmas tree to win it.
Isaac out there on Facebook, his boy Malarkey is back at it again. He's going to be the rookie to watch in the Cup Series. Mark his words. Malarkey's doing good. He was driving up. He was driving it hard into there and doing a great job doing it. Neidig, though, he's going to make a pass there to the inside. He's trying to get back to the front. This was his race to lose. Justin Barkley, good to see you, my friend. There, oh, look at the 80. Look at him go. He's right there on the tail end of the 80. Van Sprundle trying to run away like, I don't know, Rudolph. Because Santa's got a merry-go-round. Man.
Neidig's just too much right now. He's ahead of the class. Ooh, we got loose there. And he's going to be able to pull away a little bit.
Outside line run. We saw Neidig using a midline on turn 3 and 4. Inside line on turn 8, which is where he's at right there. Got a little bit loose. Hit that paint just a little bit on exit, or on entrance. And now on the exit, he's going to be in front of the 80. But that inside line on 1 and midline on. I mean, I think Neidig is really trying to pour it on here because that speed that he has going into turn 4 has nothing on the midline run for the guys coming off the turn right there in turn 4.
I agree. I just hope he's not going to try to. He's doing all this catching up now, and he's going to burn out his tires early. When he was so consistent that last run that he was just pulling away on everyone.
Right now, Austin Bloom is 3 seconds out front of Mr. John Neidig Jr. Lance Hill trying to catch back up, but Lance seemingly running the same laps he was before whenever he was battling Neidig. 0.8 of a second, getting into the corner, trying to pull in just a little bit, and it just seems like he's not stretching his legs as much as he could, but now catching the draft. But somebody that's coming, the number 8 of Neidig is on a run like you wouldn't believe.
It's like one of those NASCAR movies that you see, and you look at it and you're like, yeah, no way. Not passing 10 drivers within one lap like that.
Right.
Neidig coming.
Neidig closing the gap every 10 seconds. Here, let's bring up the battles box right here. This is the battle for first. You see the gap between the two drivers from Neidig. Austin Bloom, 2.9 seconds but it's closing quite profusely. And the gap between he and Lance Hill, that's really closing. Man, oh man, oh man. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. But I think you might be right. I think he might have burnt off some tires because now his lap time seemed to be fluctuating right around the same. Let's look at Lance Hill. We're going to follow Lance Hill. Here is the lap times comparison to the driver behind him. That's John Neidig Jr. Lance Hill ran faster lap times in lap 40, 41, 42. He's got lap traffic right there in the number 17. On lap 43, Neidig pulled in a little bit, and then lap 44, Neidig lost, and now Neidig is back in the groove again. I think he might have gotten loose there a little bit, and that's what's going on. Nowser, his name is Travis. Now that you know that, he is on Facebook. I like the long run nights, keeps those caution downs. I know, last night, I mean, we had some back-to-back cautions with the SECS Championship last night, but they ran 266 laps. First caution came out at 138, and then next caution came out at 200, and then we had some back-to-back cautions, and then we had a 50 or a 48 lap green flag run to the finish. Congratulations once again to, of course, Mario Miranda, who won the SECS, or the Signature E NASCAR Cup Series Championship yesterday. It was a great run and a great drive off. But speaking of drive offs, Hill's catching Bloom.
He is. That's what I was getting ready to say too. Hill is catching Bloom fast, and I'm wondering if Bloom, because the way Bloom was running the past 10, 15 laps, he was down on that bottom line, and I think that bottom line it burns the heck out of the tires. Where if you can be consistent in that middle, it's fast enough to hold you up there, but then gets you the long run too. And it seems like these boys are going long runs. They ain't pulling out the cautions tonight.
Cautions are not there, and Justin Barkley on YouTube, hashtag we need shots.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's the prohibition during this race. They ain't letting you drink.
Glad he can see he can run a Cup car better than he can in an Xfinity. Can't. Oh, I'm not going to repeat that. I don't repeat that stuff. I don't do the bashing stuff on here. Just like I don't curse. Except for last night, I said one curse word, and that was because we had Joe out there watching, and she has a great group out there. Austin Bloom extending the lead out over Lance Hill. I think Lance Hill went and did exactly what you were talking about. He used up that inside line too much trying to catch Austin Bloom. And Austin Bloom on 3 and 4 is pulling exactly what Neidig was doing. And that was using that mid third right there where he's at. He's not all the way to the bottom, just a slightly higher line.
Yep.
52 laps in, and 51 laps in, completing lap 52 under green flag conditions. And of course, it's all.
Who we got back there? I'm seeing. Oh, look at Malarkey. He's coming on strong.
There he is. 73 right there with the number 8. I was looking to say, like, everybody really hasn't moved.
No, and I was like, man, I know Neidig was pulling away, and then I was like, wait a minute, who's right on his tail end now?
Malarkey trying to go to the outside, maybe looking at a crossover move coming up. There it is, crossing down, 8's up high.
Gonna let him go. Yep.
Patience is key. Nice little run for the 73. Justin Malarkey up there in third. Does look like the inside line is the fast line, and I think the 8 is trying to utilize it as best he can, maybe waiting for that next tire. Pit strategy. This is how long they have been on their last pit stop lap was on lap 30 for all these drivers right now. Getting ready to complete lap number 55 as they come around the 73, tracking downhill.
I'm telling you, he is on a tear.
Kind of want to look at his last lap time. We look at this on my screen right here. His last lap time was better than Lance Hill, 31.15. Lance Hill ran a 31.23. Best lap last time by Brian Kozad with a 30.90, and that bested Austin Bloom. Ooh. 31.02 for Austin Bloom last time by. Brian Kozad still right there. So Kozad in the top 10, he's coming.
It's gonna be interesting. You got the short speed guys versus the long run type guys out here. Gonna see who can last longer.
Austin Bloom pulling out 1.6 seconds over Lance Hill. Lance Hill, let's look at his lap time differential over the last 5 laps. Malarkey is coming, and coming fast. He is racing his heart out. I don't know what he has got in the tank there, but he must have put some Red Bull in that Sunoco fuel, because he is lap 52. He bested him by 0.4 of a second. Lap 56, 2/10 of a second. Just 5/100ths on that one, so he's getting a little bit closer. Malarkey's coming, man. He is trying to take that second place position, and you watch. This thing continues to be the way it is, the way that kid's driving this car. He's
gonna catch field.
Yep.
There's John. John disappeared for a while on me. I couldn't find out where he was at. I saw the puff of smoke. I seen him disappear, and I'm like, where did he go? And now he's back.
John Neidick, the number 8, running fourth. Colin Forster was catching him there for a little bit. Better lap for him this last time. Colin Forster running the number 9 machine. He started out there in second place. I'm sorry, in first. He was your pole sitter, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was the pole sitter.
The fastest lap doesn't mean fastest race. Run back to the back of the field, man. Let's go and take a look. We've only got 24 drivers. There's Stephen Wood. He is 2 laps down, it looks like. Or 1 lap down, I'm sorry. 1 lap down. Eccles and Fornes they're both 1 lap down. There's Matt, they're both 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. So 24th, Fornes is in 23rd. Eccles is in 22nd. It's Fornes, not Fornes, by the way. I keep screwing his name up. It's Fornes, like thorns, but Fornes. Stainert in 21st. Dale Duke in 20th. He's up a spot. Eccles is the car that is off the most positions right now. He started in 8th, and he's in 22nd right now. So he's doing some things to get himself back in the field, back in the mix. Blake Bingham there in 19th.
Is it just me, or has Lance closed that gap a little bit?
Let's take a look. Let's go look. Well, he better, because Malarkey he's right there. Neidick blinked out for 2 laps, it looked like. I don't have any lap time relatives for him, so. Austin Bloom. There's the difference. He's closed the gap just a little bit. 3/10 on lap 59, or 3/100ths on lap 59. 3/10 on lap 62. So that has he went from 2 seconds off the field to now Austin Bloom trying to catch Austin Bloom. So that he's going to have to do something, because Malarkey is trying to catch Lance Hill and trying to put some hurt on him. He's within 0.8 of a second, and that right there is just 4 car lengths.
iRacing throwing me off there, Jason. I saw a flash of light in the background in the dark sky, and I was like, did they have lightning? Threw me off. I'm so used to seeing night sky, and when I saw the giant light in the back, I was like, did lightning just hit? And I'm like, no, they didn't have the weather yet.
Not yet. They are looking to do that, though. You're going to start seeing iRacing implement rain cautions, red flags, all kinds of stuff for the NASCAR circuit. So that's going to be fun. I can't wait to see that.
Be amazing.
That just means that you're going to have the minimum of 16. Oh, man. Can you imagine? The minimum to run iRacing 16 gigs of RAM.
Ooh.
We're over halfway through the race. Lap 65 being completed under green flag conditions. Austin Bloom 1.8 seconds out. Has lap traffic in front of him now. I was waiting to see when we were going to start seeing lap traffic, and this is kind of where it's at. And right now they've got 36 laps on these tires, and so we're going to see how long they're going to run it. They can run 45 to 50 laps. Somewhere in the midst of that, they're running 100% fuel. So that'll shake things up and make it interesting for them.
Yeah, I was gonna say they already ran more laps than they did on their first run.
Lap traffic not being a problem, except for the 4 in front of the 3. He is not giving up that line.
He did not. And that is gonna put some pressure on him because the boys in the back are coming.
The 4 has a little left side damage, and the 3 trying to go around him. High side for the 3. Yeah, the last thing you want to do is be holding up the leader. Oh, look at that crossover move. That forces the 4 up the window. Whoa. And
now Hill and Malarkey are gonna have to deal with them.
I wonder if he was just trying not to go a lap down. That's possible. He was probably just trying not to go a lap down. Malarkey inside Lance Hill for the pass for second. There he is. And now
man, he's coming.
And the 4 now up high. He's staying out of the way. I think he was trying to slow him up. I think that was purposeful. I think he meant to do that.
No,
never. Nobody does that.
No, I didn't even see it last night at all.
Nobody does that. It's all good though. It's racing. That's what it's about. When you're going a lap down to the race leader and you think that you can keep up with him, make him go around you. That's what racing's for. Yeah. That's not blocking. That's you racing a very predictable line. And all that has to happen is that the race leader has to predict where you're going to be at in that next turn and go around you. That's what I say.
That's very true.
All right, so Malarkey is gotten around all that lap traffic, and gotten around Lance Hill. Do we want to look at? We're going to look at the timing delta now.
Bloom's going back down to below the yellow line and staying on the yellow line. I think he feels the pressure of those boys coming behind him.
Well, Malarkey on lap 66 and 67 ran 0.3, almost 0.4 of a lap faster. And on 67 was 0.2 of a lap faster. He was a lot slower on lap 68, 69. I think that was because of lap traffic. But now Malarkey is 8/100ths of a second, almost 9/100ths of a second faster now. So that's all going to be changing. Malarkey is running his tail off.
Yes, he is. And we got a lot of lap traffic coming up here.
Take a look at this next lap time right here. Malarkey caught him, and I was going to say close to 0.2 of a second on that lap. Man, oh man, oh man. 31s are what they're running. And lap 73 is about where it's at. 43 laps on these tires. And we're going to see how long they're going to be able to stick it out. Fuel and tires are where it's going to be at. Who's going to pit first? Is it going to be a race leader or somebody behind him? Like Tabor Mowry and Joe Nidick. These guys coming to pit road right now. So we're seeing teammates coming to pit road. Austin Bloom out front by 2.2 seconds almost. And you're right, that lap traffic is coming.
They're coming fast. He's gotten a little bit lucky though. They've spread out before. When I first looked at it, all four of them were bunched up. They were running too wide. I'm like, he ain't gonna have nowhere to pass.
Make them go around. What I do.
What everyone should do.
Doesn't always happen that way, does it?
No, it does. Sometimes you have to give a little gentle nudge to the back of the bumper. It's just a friendly, hey, I'm right here. And then, well, oh, look, there comes the leader.
Bloom coming to pit road right now. Justin Malarkey coming to pit road. John Nidick, he is not coming to pit road. He says, I'm not done yet. Colin Forrester right behind him. AJ Green not far off. Van Sprundle in fourth. Kozad in fifth. Chris Buds. Look at these guys go. Nidick wanted the lead back. He got it back. He's going to run a few more laps. How many more is he going to run?
He's pitting in.
No, don't pit in yet.
He's pitting in.
He's pitting in. Forrester's not.
Jason, I might have cheated a little bit, and I heard it from the pit road.
Yeah, you have all that turned on. I don't have that stuff turned on. Colin Forrester and AJ Green, they are on the backstretch. You know, I wish it would allow me to select to turn the radio on out, like to be able to hear what's going on in there on certain channels. like regular NASCAR. That'd be really cool if they would implement that.
That would. I don't know how. We definitely have to tell the boys it has to be PG.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, you could set up radio channels so that way if the nine's right here, he's talking to his crew chief and the crew or his spotter. If they had live spotters, we could listen to that and it would sound like they were actually on the radio and they were actually doing what they're supposed to. Colin Forrester looks like he's going to run it out of gas, or he's going to try.
He's gonna barrel it down till it's got nothing left in the tank.
He and Brian Kozad still, and Stephen McComas, the number 70, Brian Dixon, Derek Schimmel, Pimpere, and Bob Johnson have not been to pit road. Blake Bingham has not been to pit road either, and neither has Corey Wakefield. So these drivers, they're going to run it for as long as they can. I mean,
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's such. It's a very high risk, but a very high reward if you manage to get a caution to come out
right now
while you're still out in front.
Like right now. I mean, but he'd still have to come to pit road, and depending on how the caution, if the caution happened between some of the drivers that are out there right now, it would put everybody on the free pass cycle, so everybody would be on pit road. Yes, he'd be back out front, but they'd all be on the free pass.
Yes. But on the bonus, he'd have, 5-6 lap pressure tires?
Yeah, true story. True story. Austin Bloom going to the bottom right there. There's the number 9 of Forrester. He is still out front, so a lap gained back by Austin Bloom. If Forster's not careful, he's on, well, first and foremost, he's on 52 lap tires. Kozad coming to pit road. If he's not careful, he's going to find himself a lap down to the race leader.
Yeah, he's got to pit like now. It's good until the leader passes you. The minute the leader passes you, okay, now it's time to come in.
Yeah.
Because now you're playing with fire.
Kozad on, Brian Dixon in pit road, Johnson, Schimmel, Corey Wakefield look like he is coming off of pit road. No, he's on pit road. So Kozad coming to pit road. He had a 12-second lead over McComas, but I think McComas at some point is going to have to come to pit road as well. He is on 30-lap tires. So is Pimpere. Pimpere coming to pit road. So Stephen McComas, the number 70, he's going to run around the field. Second caution, and oh my goodness.
Oh no, Colin, you came in at the wrong time, buddy.
Oh no. I mean, it worked. It was the right time. Blake Bingham, the 2, got loose trying to come into pit road. And then I think I don't know if he turned it seemed like he turned the car on purpose. I'm not saying that he did. I mean, he was loose. He was way loose. He's there on the inside. He got loose. Loose again. We're back up on pit road. I don't know what in the world was going on there. And I can't tell you what's going on there. Something was going on because I mean, he held the brakes. I don't know. What's your rendition? What do you think there? The first getting loose, I could see getting loose. Maybe breaking in, coming and trying to come to pit road or something, but I'm not quite sure. I mean, he's got heavy damage.
That's what I'm looking at right now. I'm kind of doing the whole rewind back forth. I'm like,
Stephen McComas coming to pit road. He's going to fall back to roughly about 10th place, it looks like. Adam Aylshire is going to be your lucky dog. It's crazy. It's crazy. Everybody's getting the... Look at all... So John Neidick's going to be your race leader right now. And the 6 cars that are right there are the cars on the lead lap. Everybody else in front of him, all those cars are wave around cars. So you know what I would do? I'd come to pit road right now. Like, why not?
Yeah, I get the extra set of tires.
I'd do it.
There's no point.
I'd come.
Oh, okay. I think I got this. So I've been piecing it together here, Jason.
Uh-huh.
You could tell he's coming into the pits, but he came in way too hot. So then he's on the brake heavy, which whips out his back end on him. And then as soon as he hits below that yellow line, it shoots him back the other direction because he's hard turning.
Right.
And then before you know it, he's trying to get back into the gas because he's like, oh shoot, I got to get back around the track. And he's probably one of the ones that were on really old lap tires. And guess what?
That's what happened. Tried to step back into the gas, and there it was.
Yep.
Yeah, I see it.
Back in the gas, and too late. It's going to turn him around. Then he tried to whip it back the other way to stay off the wall and smacked it.
So some cars coming into pit road right now. All these cars are a lap down, I believe. I'm confused. Michael Pimpere, the number 21. I think he's coming to pit road, or he just now coming off pit road right there. It said he was on lap 35, but he just came off from pit cycle, so there he is. Corey Wakefield pitted on lap 81. He's still there. John Neidick Jr. is your race leader. The 87 of Kozad is there. Look at those free pass cars still there. So some drivers that were waiting for the wave around, they are they're going to get back on the lead lap, but I'm a little fun there. Wayne Lowe out there, a driver for the SECS, slammed on the gas, lit the tires up off the apron, grabbed third, and lost it, I think. If he tried to spin, hitting the wall defeats the purpose. Yeah, I could see it. It worked out for the top 9. I could see it. I could see it. No. Y'all are being ridiculous.
Me and Wayne have the same thought process.
Danny Foster. I can't even. I had a hashtag buds. I don't know what that means. Hashtag Shane did it on purpose. I don't think, and sometimes I have word vomit. If I say, hey, it looked like he might have turned it there or turned it on purpose, I don't mean that he did. It just what it looked like from my point of view is like, did he do it? And I'm more asking than trying to say that he did do it. So, maybe one of his teammates are up front and he wants to put everybody a lap down. He's got damage on his car. Who knows? I've seen worse from things. Trust me. Sometimes it wouldn't put it past me for somebody to do something like that. And I'm not saying that he did do it. I'm just saying that I've seen it in the past.
I mean, we've all talked about it.
Yeah, but
I haven't seen anyone legitimately do it yet. But we've all talked to like, hey, I'm on the lead lap. Everyone's a lap down. Somebody spin. Yeah. Somebody clocked somebody in the back there. But we never do it.
You guys should be taking your second shot. Hopefully you're doing it.
You know what? Since there's so least amount of cautions here, every time they have to do a pacing lap is when you guys should have to take a shot.
There you go.
Then you might equal the 18 from last week.
Worked out for the 9, not the top 9. Yeah, no, it did work out for the 9. Yeah, that's what I meant too. Sorry. They slowed for the caution. He beat the pace car. He's on fresh tires there now. Yes, right out front. The number 9 of Colin Forrester pitted on lap 82. McComas on 84. So John Neidick he pitted on lap 76. So the race leader is on now 12 lap tires. They're going to extend the caution for one more lap here. Stephen McComas on the freshest of tires, 84. So basically everybody behind the race leader all the way to 7th on fresher tires than the rest of the field. Aylshire, Buds, Van Sprundle, Joe Neidick, and Taver Mowry all pitted on lap 72 because that was their time to pit. That's what they wanted their pit cycle to be.
Man, I'm curious here, Jason. Is it gonna really matter though that he's on 12 lap older tires?
I think it'll matter. I think it'll matter after we go green for 20 more laps. Now, right now, they don't have to come back to pit road. None of these drivers do. After this extended caution, everybody should be able to make it on fuel. They can go the 32 laps it's going to take to complete this race.
That's why that makes me curious if it's going to affect him, because then he's just got to hold everybody off for 10 laps.
Yeah.
So if he starts to wear off in about 20 laps, that just means if John decides to go out there and do what he has been doing, which is run a monster race.
Look at that long inside single file. Oh my goodness. They only double file through 8th. Sorry, green. No, I agree. I think that's exactly what you're talking about right there. But we'll see you soon enough, because Kozad and Forster are on 6-lap fresher tires. John Neidick came in on 76. Forster came in on 82. Kozad on 81. Ooh. Getting dicey, 3 wide.
It is getting real dicey. These boys know it's coming to the end now.
Well, Larky got a little bit loose right there on the exit of 4. Saw him tail whip it around. 9 there to the inside of the 87. It's Neidick, Forrester, and Kozad. That's what's going on right here. 30 when they come around to the start finish line, they'll have 30 laps to go. Kentucky 240, 120 laps. Somehow, some way, that doesn't seem right to me. The math doesn't make sense.
Doesn't add up?
No.
And Forster is coming on strong.
Yeah, he is. Colin Forster, the number 9. He's got the freshest tires inside the top 5. Next to Austin Bloom and Stephen McComas, but those were pace laps on there. The 9 inside the 8 for the pass, for the lead. John Neidick Jr. trying to hold on to the front stretch. Back and forth. Forster's going to lead that lap. Dives below the apron. The 9's right there as well. The 9, 8, and 3. The 3 makes a pass to the inside of Kozad. Hill is coming as well. Man, they're running.
I know, man. I can't wait to see this finish.
Man.
Ooh, Fountain said, forget this. I don't want no parts of that. I'm taking this one and running.
I'm a little mad at the math on SDK Gaming. I have to correct it. I'm not that mad. These guys are fun. Kentucky 180. I had to go in there and fix the lap. It didn't pull the right lap count.
Really?
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
I do love this software, but I tell you what, occasionally I have to yell at it.
See, look at that. Got you all worked up.
It did. It did. And that's what the mute button's for.
You know, I love this new headset just because anytime I need to, it's just a flip up of the mic.
I control it all over here at the click of a button.
I need some buttons. I can't see the buttons, but I need some buttons.
Speaking of which, I have to give Eddie Hawks a big thank you. He is the reason why I have a commercial grade button box. Not only that I could use for iRacing, but I actually use it for all of my streams, and I set up my quick buttons for it to change scenes and to change drivers. So it picks up the top 5, and great button box. It's Hawks SimWorks. If you want to get a hold of him, you go to Facebook and you look up EDDIEHAWKS, Eddie Hawks. He's got Hawks SimWorks. He does it all by himself. There's nothing about it that's too formality. He is a great guy. Or if you want, message us over here at Signature Esports so I can put you in contact with him as well. At least get the information so that way he can get with you for button boxes, and he builds steering wheel accessories for those who have disabilities. Maybe you don't have use of your legs or paralyzed, but you have use of your hands. You want to be a part of iRacing and you want to drive, then there's that for you as well. He does help out with those kinds of accessories. So it's absolutely really cool. Like if I have to cough or sneeze, I just press a button and it mutes everything on my end going out. And then, yeah, it's just super cool. Scene changes, everything.
I really give those guys that have to use their hands to control the gas, because like, you know, I got the new laptop, and when I do car schemes, I take the car out onto the track.
Right.
And I'm doing it by the laptop, and I'm like, man, this is hard.
Right. Yep. And he and Eddie actually, I believe Eddie, he is wheelchair bound. He uses hand and thumb controls for all of his driving. And he's a fantastic driver. Like, he drives in the signature leagues, and you would never have guessed that that's what's going on with him.
Not at all.
So hats off to him. Fast Lane Racing League is another league he's part of. Let's run through your top 10. AJ Green trying to be saved by the bell right behind the 72. He's got some lap traffic in front of him, but those lap traffic they're on fresh tires. They're all rocking and rolling. He's in 10th. Van Sprundle right there in eye shot of the number 7 is running 9th. 3 positions down where he started. Adam Aylshire, the number 11, right there in front of the 80 of Van Sprundle. Stephen McComas up 10 positions from where he started, the number 70. Microsoft, that's the biggest one that caution panned out for, because he was back there running 17th, 18th. He just stayed out, wanted to run as long as he could. He had to be running on fumes, because I mean, there's just no way, in my opinion. But
I agree. They had to be running on fumes, because by the time they came in, it looked like they were putting.
Yep. John Neidick Jr., who's led quite a few laps here, is now completing lap 101 in 6th place. Justin Malarkey, the number 73, back where he started in 5th. And he's trying to make a pass to the inside of Lance Hill. Malarkey's got something for these guys. And he's coming on strong and coming on fast. I mean,
he does.
Lance Hill's to his outside. He's about to take that position.
I think his weakest point was he had to start in the back behind these guys, and it's slowed him up a little bit. If a caution comes out, look out, because this man is going to make a move.
18 laps to go. Justin Malarkey takes over 4th place from Lance Hill. Brian Kozad in 3rd, up 6th position. Austin Bloom in 2nd, 0.8 of a second off of Colin Forrester, the number 9. Now that gap was much more than what it is now, and I think with lap traffic coming up, this might be a chance for Bloom to close the gap. The 19 there. Caution comes out. That's going to change a few things. Do we come in for tires?
You're right in that middle gap lane where you want to. I'll tell you what. It's going to depend on how many people come in. That's how I would have judged that. I'd wait for everyone to see who comes in, see how far I'm going to be back on the lead lap, and see how fast I can gain on the leaders by doing it.
Danny, not cool, man. Not cool.
Well, the boys out there get to take another shot at least.
3rd caution of the day. Over under was 1. Does look like somebody's going to be right. Who was that in the very beginning? Didn't write it down. I was going to. We got.
Not me. I'm way off.
Stephen
Stephen
McComas, actually, one of the guys driving out there.
You know he caused that caution.
Yep. Yep. I don't know who did. I think it was it Dale Duke? It wasn't Dale Duke. Did you see it?
I didn't see it. I'm actually rewinding, looking right now to see if I can see it from the blimp view.
Let's take a look. It wasn't the 19. Dale Duke is the wave around. He's gonna be the free pass car. I don't know. Maybe it was Dale. Yeah. Everybody on pit road. Everybody on pit road.
Well, I found it. Now I just got to drill down into it. You know what would be cool, Jason?
Mm-hmm.
You could just click on the cars from the blimp view.
Like just click on the car and it selects it for you? That's Why do you think I have to have all these other overlays out here? Adam Aylshire takes a splash and 2 tires.
Oh, he's gonna send it. Oh yeah, it was Bob Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like he got into the back of the number 2 of Blake. Kind of sent Blake around, and the rest is history. Ooh, he sent him around a couple times.
All right, Bob Johnson was right there. This is the caution. So Bob Johnson driving the number 76. The 2 right there. Looks like Bob Johnson was up high. Oh, no, Bob Johnson was right there. The 2. He's like, get out of my way.
They did too. He hit him a couple times in the tail end, like, come on. Would you just go around already so I can get by you?
And you know, if I could get the snowplow to work like it's supposed to, it'd be great. And here you go. We'll give this award to the number 2. Just do it.
The helicopter?
Yeah. We'll give it to him. We'll give him to him there.
You got a half of a helicopter.
Yeah, but I would have given the snowplow award to the 76 for saying, "Hey, get out of here." You know.
I'm gonna be interested in seeing. Oh man, Adam's out there.
2 tires. He took 2 and a splash and go. It wasn't 3. It wasn't 3 seconds. If it was 3 seconds, it was just to get a fast repair. I'm thinking what's going to happen.
I don't know. That's going to be... If there wasn't 15 if there was 10 laps left, I would say you might be able to hold somebody off.
I don't know. Aylshire, Forrester, Van Sprundle. Hey, there you go. The 80s out there. He took, it looks like he might have taken 4-tire pit stops right around 14 seconds. I think that maybe Van Sprundle came out, got 2 tires, got some fuel, maybe got some damage fixed. He's in 3rd. Austin Bloom is in 4th. Brian Cozette in 5th. The car to watch here is Forrester. Forrester's on the outside on the restart. Bloom is on the outside on the restart as well. Those are the 2 drivers that you're going to have to watch out for in this and what's going to happen. But don't count out John Neidick, who in 2 laps passed 8 cars to get up to the lead, or get up to 2nd place just halfway through the race. Man. Yeah, Davey out there on YouTube, that's pretty much what we saw. He said, Jesus, just run into the guy and then don't lift. That's what we saw. That's why I call it the Snowplow Award, as he just keeps going.
He did too. He tapped him and said, you didn't go all the way around. Hold on, let me finish the job.
Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Lights are off on the pace car. We're going to go back to green flag racing. When we go back, we will have 12 laps to go here with the Midwest Days of Thunder Kentucky 180. And it's been a good one. Brought to you by SETV on Roku Signature eSports TV in your Roku device. Fred, the flagman for the 3rd time, goes green, green, green.
I'm giving a half a lap before Forrester passes Adam.
Maybe. Yep. Maybe. Aylshire with a great restart right there, but is it going to be enough to hold off the 9 and the 3, the outside tires? Are they going to work here at Kentucky? Because they are all over the tail end of it, and they're 2x2 from 2nd on back, now 3rd on back. There they go, the 9 to the outside. They're almost 3 wide, coming out of the exit of 4. Woo! Look at them run!
I thought they were going to go 3 wide right there.
They are 3 wide. They're 4 wide back there. That's awesome. Oh, they're like, there's 11 laps to go. We have got to go. Let's go now. If we don't go now, this is ridiculous. Adam Aylshire falling back to 4th. Colin Forrester and Austin Bloom, they're going to be your race leaders. 2 Chevys out front, followed by 3 Fords. Justin Malarkey, the guy we've been talking about all night, how he's been able to run and move. Looks like Adam Aylshire getting shoved up the track by the number 6, 4 wide, 3 wide now coming into the front stretch. Sean, there they go. It sounds like a horse race coming out of my mouth at the moment.
Man, it is so compact back there, though. And no one's getting into anybody. Now, that is some awesome racing.
You would have thought that they ran New Hampshire last week.
Right? Now, here goes the question. Now, we know that our wonderful buddy back there in the number 87, we know that he can make the run when the number 73. We know he can make the run when it's the long runs and start catching up. But does he have this short run speed to catch him?
With 9 laps to go, I don't know. Here it is. The lap times from Malarkey to Bloom. Bloom all over the tail of the number 9 right there. Malarkey, yes, he can. I think that he can. He's running faster lap times than Austin Bloom and Colin Forrester. Uh-oh. What'd I say it? John Neidick.
Coming.
He's rocking and rolling. Brandy, you're absolutely wonderful. Thank you very much. We love doing what we do here. Colin Forrester out front. John Neidick, his last lap at 29.45, which matched Colin Forrester. Austin Bloom ran a better lap of 29.27. And now Colin Forster seems like he turned on the gas because he is half a second out in front of everybody.
Yeah, he did. He hit a little bit of nitrous boost up in the gas tank right there. Give him a split second of a head up there.
Well, don't check up too much because right behind you, you're going to come 6 laps to go, and Bloom and Malarkey, they are... Oh, Malarkey hits the wall. It's a little bit on the exit right there. Doesn't shake him too much, but that might play a factor if he's going to try to catch anything here. There's the battle through 4th. Man, oh man. Where did Aylshire end up?
Oh, he dropped back like a
17th position, man. Did it for position. I don't know if he did it for the extra points.
Could have.
But the guy, Adam Aylshire, started on the front row, went through all that traffic. All that traffic had to go around him, and he's in 17th now with only taking 2 tires. It was a smart strategy. If it was like 4 laps to go, or maybe a green-white checker, 2, and yeah, maybe then. Thanks, Justin. Appreciate you out there, of course. Appreciate.
I don't even think he would have made it then, Jason. He didn't get a whole lap around before he was already dropping past 5, 6, 7.
I mean, I would have defended a little differently.
Yeah, definitely.
4 laps to go. Forster out front. Bloom, Malarkey in the tracks. It does look like Forster's taking a different line now. He's been a little bit more aggressive on the front stretch. You see him kind of tail whip it in 3, using that more middle lower line high, and then when he drops low, he comes across the yellow line on it. Well, he didn't that time, but on the last couple of laps, he was dropping below the yellow line to get that extra speed, just to increase just a little bit. Now 3 laps to go. Forster, Bloom, and Malarkey, they are really, really running it. What happened to John Neidig Jr.? Well, he got around 4 drivers, and there he is.
Yep. That was pretty much the extent of his run. He had to stress just to get around those 4 drivers, and now his tires are maxed out.
2 laps to go, and I believe the closest battle that we're going to get for any lead share, for any changes, is going to be the 73 and the 3. Malarkey looked like he might have gotten into the wall just a little bit there again, but man, he's coming. He was, at least. Now he's dropping off.
Yep. And there is nobody near anybody right now. So unless there's a self-spin coming out, I think Forrest's going to take this one.
Remember to give us a like and share on Facebook, on YouTube, and follow us on Twitch. Signature Esports on all the platforms. White flag waves. 2 more turns for the number 9. Bloom in 2nd. Malarkey in 3rd. And it looks like without any self-spins at this current moment, they come around to the front stretch. Tri-oval. The 9 of Colin Forster wins at Kentucky. The 180 is in the books with only 3 cautions. And we'll give the over-under to McComas. McComas, you need to get a hold of me. You're going to get an SCTV t-shirt.
He was praying. He's like, man, I ain't getting near anybody on this last one. I'm already in there.
And a little love tap from the boys. Finishing with the cleanest cars out there. Everybody going around. And the 9 of Colin Forster comes home in victory lane. Austin Bloom, Malarkey, John Neidig Jr., Brian Kozad. That's going to be your top 5 here at Kentucky. The Midwest Days of Thunder Cup Series every Friday night. And of course, SETV, or Signature Esports, broadcasting some of the best iRacing platforms out there. Tomorrow we're going to have the Signature eNASCAR Truck Series finale. That's going to be at Talladega. We decided to do the big one tomorrow. It's going to be so much fun.
Heck yeah, come out and watch the Drinking Bros. We're gonna be out there. We're gonna be rocking, reeling, and we're gonna be cheering Mr. Joe Sanchez on.
I did not get the new sponsor, but I do wanna do this real quick, and I apologize about that not being a part of there. I did not get the new sponsor from Taver, and I think we talked about it, but I do apologize about that. Jinx Shifters. Let's save that image real quick. No, I did not get that. I wonder if I can just pop it in there real quick. Taver said that we've got some new Jinx Shifters. It's an Australian-based company. Specializes in the fabrication and distribution of sim racing shifters. Jinx also sells a variety of products like shifter knob modifications. If you're looking for a high-quality shifter to fit your high-quality rig, Jinx Shifters is your place to go. I believe Jinx was supposed to be the title sponsor tonight, so I did not get any of that. So I do thank you guys very much for letting me know that. I will make that up to Jinx in the next couple of races, and we'll throw them in some of our stuff as well. I'll throw them in our sponsorship tomorrow night, and we'll give them some more exposure because I did not know that and I did not see that.
Yeah, Saturday nights, buddy. You get a lot of exposure on that one, trust me.
That's right. Colin, thank you for jumping in the channel.
No problem.
All right, tell me how your race went there, buddy.
Well, it went pretty well. I decided to go with the Brad Keselowski strategy and just stay out as long as I can, and it ended up working. Caution came out as soon as I was on pit road, and then let me get to third, and just got up there and made it happen.
It was a good drive off. We did see some good things being shown there, and somehow, some way, the your graphic information is not showing up either. Well, whatever. It is what it is. So remind me what it was. It was definitely a great. It was a lot better than last week. We all know how New Hampshire was. Even the SECS had a problem at New Hampshire, so trust me, we get it. Much better on the mile and a halfs, and what else? Hey, you're actually taking a laps down. I'm looking at my timer right here, and it's taking laps off of off the counter. By the way, it's awesome. All right, which team were you with? And give some shout outs out there, my friend.
I was with Upfront Racing. It's 2 in a row for me. Last week in New Hampshire was kind of a crapshoot. And this race, we only had, 3 cautions, I believe. So it was a lot better race. I'm usually pretty fast here. Just last few times I haven't been able to pull it off. But tonight I was able to pull it off. And I'd like to thank our sponsor, Jinx Shifters, tonight. And my family, my dad who's watching right now. And that's all.
All right, my man. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. We'll talk to you next week. Hopefully you get another 3-peat.
All right, thank you.
You too. Austin Bloom in here, the number 3. I had you pegged to win, and second place is still better than better than nothing there. So Austin, tell us how your race went. We know that that caution that came out. It came out at a good time for about 9 drivers, and that's about it.
Not me. Yeah, it was kind of the same as Las Vegas. I got off pit road and had a monster lead. It was just like, please, please, please just go to the end. And, not my luck this season, as it's been clear. But, it's good to get up there, lead laps, and show I was fast again and get a second place that I felt I deserved.
Well, definitely don't change your paint scheme.
No, I'm not. Oh, I love that car.
He loves it, Austin. Let me tell you, he goes for it every weekend.
Yeah, that's my go-to. You're my go-to when it comes to where's that Oreo cookie machine? He's from race 1. I've been rooting for you. I don't pick drivers but I'm like, all right, there we go. He's consistent. We're gonna go with him. If he may get a top 5 finish, he may finish dead last, but I'm still gonna root for you. And that's what it is. So
well, I'm gonna give it my all.
There you go, P2 for you, and it was a good drive off. You had to when you were leading, it seemed like you were able to pull away and be able to pick your lines. But when you were in the draft behind drivers, it seemed that was causing a lot of downforce issues, and it was causing you actually to lose time.
Yeah, the air seemed to be a lot different than it was in practice, and even to the race in last season, which I won. And in clean air, it was kind of felt the same, but in traffic, it was so much tighter, and you really had to pick your line really carefully. And really back up the corner and focus on exit, and you know,
It
that's
sounded
what I tried to do.
it sounded like you were doing your job. All right, buddy. Give your shout outs and we'll go from there.
I'd like to thank my team, Upfront Motorsports, Colin and AJ. You know, Colin won the race 2 in a row for him. That's awesome. Thank Jinx Shifters for sponsoring the race, and thank my mom, my brothers, and thank you guys for putting on the broadcast.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Fantastic. We didn't know that Jinx was your sponsor tonight, so I'm going to do some special things tomorrow. They're going to be the honorary sponsor of Talladega for us over at Signature Esports.
I appreciate that. That'd be awesome.
Give them a little bit more exposure and give them our Saturday night broadcast. Maybe reach 10
I'm sure they'll love it.
reach 10 or 15,000 people. It'd be kind of cool. That would be awesome for them, and I thank them for being the sponsor. We'll get this down for Midwest Days of Thunder. Just didn't have a clue.
Sir,
Thanks, awesome, buddy. It was a great race.
All right, buddy.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Good luck on next week. We're going to see you then, and then we'll have Christmas, and we'll be back at it again.
Hopefully, I'll be talking to you again next week.
Hopefully. All right. The guy that was on a move though is already in. He's already in here as well. Justin Malarkey, the number 73. You were back and forth a little bit, but when you were back in 10th, you were moving and grooving. That long run speed seemed to be where you were able to pull it off. And if this had another 20 laps in it, I think that I think that you would have found yourself up there in the front. Tell us how your race went.
Yeah, I love long runs, definitely. Short runs, never too fast on those. But I figured those last 10 laps, I gave it my all, and I was just killing those tires. It's just like Austin said, you pretty much you get behind the car and you just hit that wall of air. You can't do too much. You really burn up your tires until maybe 15, 20 laps, and then you could get around people.
Yeah, man. And that's kind of what we saw. That's what I saw, at least.
Yeah.
That's what I said too, Justin.
When you tires at the end, the 9, or was he on 4?
No, they were all on 4. The only person that took 2 tires was the 11.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, tires were really, really important, but it was just it took me like 15, 20 laps to be able to actually pass anyone on old tires. I felt really good on old tires, but races usually don't come down to long runs.
That's what when we were looking at it, Justin, I was like, man, this caution coming out. I know Justin has the long run speed, but can he get up that short run speed to get up there?
Yeah. Funny thing, so those last 10 laps, I had my tires down to 92%. I'm looking. I think over 40 laps, I only had them down to like 78%. So, yeah,
8%.
I was pushing it. I pretty much hit the wall about 3 times almost, trying to push it that hard at the end. But it pretty much got to the point where the last couple laps, I'm like, I have to kind of cool off just in case there's a green-white checker, because I knew I was just squealing them.
Right. No,
well, you can't take them home with you, so burn them off.
Yeah, they're free. I like that.
Exactly.
Yeah. You did a great job, man. It was a good drive off P3 finish for you. Give your shout outs for us, okay?
Yeah, definitely. So far, I have 7 fans watching me, my family. Hopefully, I can find the 8th one out there. So if anyone's watching and they're looking for someone to pull, hit me up. We'll talk about racing. I love it. And look forward to next week. I'm loving the broadcast. I'm going to go watch it now for the next hour and a half, and then have fun tomorrow. So hopefully you guys are having fun tomorrow too.
Absolutely. We got a great broadcast tomorrow for the trucks. And we'll get everybody tuned in, and next week we'll be back at it again. Congratulations on a P3 finish, buddy.
Yep. Hope to talk to you again. Have a great day tomorrow.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks,
as well.
Justin, you too.
See ya.
All right, let's go through the finishing order right here. We were talking to 1, 2, and 3, Colin Forrester, Austin Bloom, and Justin Malarkey come home 1, 2, and 3. Neidick Jr. comes home in 4th. Kozad in 5th. Let's see. We were talking about Van Sprundle there for a long time. The 80 comes home in 10th. And that had everything to do. We noticed that when that caution came out with the pit cycles working the way that they did, it really threw the entire focus and the structure off. And that's what happened there. Colin Forrester took advantage of it. And he didn't have to battle anybody. Once he got out front, he was there to run.
He did, and it was like the perfect storm for him. He stayed out just long enough.
He did, and it worked out. Joe Neidick, he comes home 13th. Bob Johnson in 15th. Your driver, Adam Ailshire, there in 17th. And man, oh man, he had a little bit of tough luck on those 2 tires, but you can't learn from anything if you just do what everybody else is doing. And who knows, it could have worked out here. If it was during the day, I think it would have worked out a little bit better. This nighttime racing, so much colder on the track. It might have changed things if this was during the day. Blake Bingham comes home 20th, Dale Duke 23rd, Stephen Wood in 24th, and yours truly's. We have the cleanest cars out there yet again, 2 weeks in a row.
Yes, that's what I aim for.
Fantastic. All right, guys. We are done for the week. We will be back tomorrow night. Actually, we'll be back for the Signature eNASCAR Truck Series finale at Talladega. That's going to be their Real Racing Online Dirt Series on Sunday. Monday, you got to come and join us. We have a cash race. Santa Claus is going to be showing up. We're going to give away a toy live on air. It's a very cool construction toy from STEM Academy. It's a STEM Academy type toys that's coming from Bulldog Sports Cars and Collectibles. Those guys sell toys on all kinds of toys from all ages, and I mean all ages, because he's got baseball cards, he's got trading cards, he's got coins, he's got all kinds of stuff. Go to Amazon and eBay to find out more about Bulldog Sports Cards and Collectibles. He's got all that over there. Michael, are you gonna be driving tomorrow?
I know this is. I will be, buddy. And I have a quick question for you. I know this is bad of me to say. Where's the cash race at?
Oh, cash race is. Oh my goodness!
Hey.
Even I forgot. My bad.
Well, then let me throw in a suggestion. Let's race at the new track.
Oh, I don't even know anything about the iRacing track, right?
Yes, that's what makes it so awesome. All I know is I heard guys do 157 mile an hour bump drafting.
Ooh. Really?
Yeah. Restrictor plate torn off of the cars. Just go. See, got you thinking now.
It's Charlotte. Charlotte is what we posted. 75 laps at Charlotte or 75 laps. We'll make the decision. We'll take a vote in our Discord. But for you guys out there, we are going to have a race on Monday. It'll be my first Monday broadcast in forever. But I will be back broadcasting Monday. But make sure you tune in. That's going to be absolutely a thrill. Toys for Tots is going to be the beneficiary of all of that. So come and check that out. We love you. We appreciate you. And all of us over here at Signature Esports. Mike, have a great night.
Thanks, guys. Have a great night, and I will see you next week.